Hey, good morning, students. Our next topic is the company rule expands. So, the expansion of the company rule, East India Company, now started the expansion throughout all the Indian states. Okay, and now they annexed all the Indian states from 1757 until 1857 until the first battle of independence war happened. Okay, so basically how they annex the Indian states, literally they did not launch any military attack after the battle of Buxar in 1764, although they uh, annexed the Indian states by imposing them on subsidiary alliance. So here we can discuss about what is subsidiary alliance. So it was introduced by Lord Wellesley. Okay, he was a governor general at that time, and to bring what are the aspects in this subsidiary alliance system. So we are going to discuss about that. So in subsidiary alliance system, it was bring two princely states under the control of the British. So in this system, an Indian ruler had to maintain British troops in his states, either by giving some of his territories or by paying the maintenance of the troops. Okay, so they had to maintain a British resident at their courts, and this system allowed the British to maintain a large army at the expense of the local rulers. Okay, so basically you all know how Britishers slowly annexing the uh, Indian states by imposing on them subsidiary alliance. So the subsidiary alliance also helped the English East India Company to maintain a large army, and they began to control the foreign policy of the native states. Okay, and the extent of British empire in India is now increased, so the rulers lost their independence. So what are the disadvantages of the Indian rulers of subsidiary alliance system? So the native rulers lost their prestige and dignity, and both the British and the native rulers neglected the welfare of the people. तो बेटा सब्सिडरी अलायंस क्या था, ये ना इसको हिंदी में सहायक संधि भी कहते हैं, जिसमें ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी जो है सभी जितने भी इंडियन स्टेट्स थे, चाहे वो राजपूताना हो, अवध की रियासत हो या फिर निज़ाम हो हैदराबाद की, इन सभी को जो है सहायता देने के लिए ऑफ़र किया गया, और उन्हें वो सहायता लेनी ही थी। उन्हें अपनी खुद की फोर्सेस रखने की इजाज़त नहीं थी। ठीक है, और उन्हें जो है ब्रिटिश फोर्सेस जो दी जाती थी कंपनी की तरफ से, उसके बदले में उन्हें जो है ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी को जो है उसके बदले में उन्हें टैक्सेस देना पड़ता था, और साथ ही साथ सारा सेना का खर्च जो भी ब्रिटिश आर्मी थी वो भी उन्हें अपने पैसे से ही करना होता था। सो अगर कोई भी स्टेट अगर ये करने से क्या कहते हैं उसको इनकार कर देता था या फिर पे नहीं कर पाता था टैक्सेस, तो फाइनली उसका जो है इस अलायंस के तहत उसकी जो स्टेट है, उसकी जो टेरिटरी है, उसको जो है ब्रिटिश रूल में यानी ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी में एनेक्स कर लिया जाता था, कब्ज़ा कर लिया जाता था। तो सो द नवाब ऑफ अवध एंड द निज़ाम ऑफ हैदराबाद वेयर फोर्स्ड टू सीड टेरिटरीज एंड एक्सेप्ट द सब्सिडरी अलायंस। सो दीज आर सम स्टेट्स which literally known for the wealth. Nawab of Awadh was very rich at that time, and Nizam of Hyderabad were very rich at that time. So they are firstly annexed by the East India Company, because East India Company officials हैज़ द क्या कहते हैं उसको गंदी निगाह जो है उनकी अवध पे और हैदराबाद पे स्टेट पे थी, क्योंकि ये दोनों सबसे अमीर रियासतें थी उस टाइम पे। ठीक है, और स्टूडेंट our next topic is Tipu Sultan, the Tiger of Mysore. So basically when the company saw a threat to its political or economic interest, so it restored to the direct military confrontation as happened in Mysore and many other kingdoms. So Mysore had become powerful under rulers like Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan, and it controlled the profitable trade of Malabar coast, where the company purchased pepper and cardamom. So Tipu Sultan in 1785 stopped the export of sandalwood, pepper, and cardamom through the ports of his kingdoms and disallowed local merchants from trading with the company. So, this angered the company very much. The company lost four wars to Mysore, but in the last one, the Battle of Serirangapatnam, the company won and Tipu Sultan was killed. So here is a question: why Tipu Sultan is called a tiger of Mysore? Historians have different views on why Tipu Sultan was known as Tiger of Mysore. While some says that he was called so because he had killed a tiger during his lifetime. And however, several historians also hold the view that most of Tipu's characteristics resembled those of tiger with the hero, okay, demonstrating courage, confidence, and braveness to send waves of tremor in the hearts of opponents. He bitterly and effectively opposed East India Company in southern India and posing a grave threat to the East India Company. Basically, Tipu Sultan was very great warrior and he brilliantly fought for his country's independence from Britain. He is saying a notable quote at that time: "To live like a lion for a day is far better than to live for 100 years like a jackal." So now you can get why he is called Tiger of Mysore. Okay, उन्होंने क्या कहा था? 100 साल एक सियार की तरह जीने से अच्छा है कि एक दिन जो है शेर की तरह जियो. ठीक है.